Hey everybody, Mariano Lord here, and some of you might remember me, some of you might not, but I grew up in Germany throughout most of the 80s. Lived in Bitburg, Germany, so watching the F-15s take off was where I first got the bug for aviation. And then in high school I lived at Hahn Air Force Base, which was also in Germany, in the Hunsrück, and that just pretty much nailed the coffin. I knew when I grew up I was going to be a fighter pilot, and I was going to fly F-16s, and I was going to be restationed at Hahn. In my juvenile mind, I thought that was the way life was going to play out. But that's probably what everybody thinks, and like most of those ambitions, for me, they didn't come through. Got distracted, South Beach and motorcycles and everything else. But I always had a love for aviation, and one of the things I find absolutely amazing is this technology that's available today. Right now I'm in an F-16, and it's a Block 50, so a little different from the F-16s that we had at Hahn Air Force Base, but nevertheless, never in my wildest dreams that I think I'd be sitting in the cockpit of an F-16, virtually of course, with everything you see here being 1-to-1 ratio, meaning wherever I turn my head, you know, I'm actually in this world where depending on where I turn my head, I'm going to see something in this pre-built world. All the switches that you see here are functional. So we're going to go ahead and start the jet up. Switch to main power, and the jet fuel starter. So we should see our RPM start to rise to about 20%. And we'll go ahead and bump the throttle forward. Getting the INS alignment going, and then my avionics panel. Get the MFDs up and running. Set the HUD up the way that I want it to, heads-up display. And the INS alignment is counting down. Turn on CMDS for my countermeasures. J-hammocks and RWR. So you see all these switches are functional, and I find it just absolutely amazing that you can get into this virtual world. This study level sim, visual combat simulator, it's one of those simulators that it's a study level sim, meaning the United States military and other militaries actually use this for training. Certainly beats the cost of putting an F-16 in the air, but obviously there's no substitute for real world flying. So for us non-flyers, us wannabe aviators, we find this is the next best thing for us. On my ejection seat, and we're flashing ready, so I can go ahead and switch INS to nav. We're ready to go. Again, we're in a virtual world, so let me just go ahead and show you what I'm seeing here. Here's my HOTAS, and basically. Pretty wild, huh? So we'll go ahead and catch up to those two F-16s, join our flight, grab some gas. One's ready to taxi. It is amazing how far technology has come along. In the late 80s, I'm sitting at a Commodore 64, playing F-117 Stealth Fighter, F-15 Strike Eagle, and all these other simulations that were popular at the time, where they're absolutely nothing compared to what is available to the consumer today. This simulator is so detailed that I find it amazing. I'm always learning something new when I jump into the cockpit of one of these jets. And there are a variety of jets that are available, from F-18s, F-16s, Soviet aircraft. What makes this most amazing is that I can get into a jet and talk in real world, fly in real time with other people anywhere in the world. There are virtual squadrons, and obviously there are real squadrons where they train real pilots. So let's go ahead and take off, catch up to these two other Vipers, and see if we can grab some gas. Got a little bit of a crosswind going here. Gear up. $350. What I also find amazing is that I can talk to actual units that are either AI or other people in real time and have them actually respond. So I'm getting ready to talk to my wingman. 2, I'm going to have him pull in a close formation. 2, close formation. Sanaki Venom 1-1, departing area Angels 6.1. Final call. while I'm at it, I might as well punch in the TACN information for the tanker. (103) X-ray. Transmit, receive.
Shell 1-1, passing waypoint 2, 114, passing waypoint 2 to 22,000. Shell 1-1, on station, Boulevard 135, on station, 24,005 for 80 to 22,000.
There we go. So we'll be climbing to approximately 21,000 feet, where we will rejoin with a KC-135, grab some gas, and then continue on mission. So at our approximately 12 o'clock or 12:30, almost 1 position, we've got a KC-135 MLPRS, which contains a drogue and basket style system for aerial refueling, and above that, about 2,000 feet above that aircraft, is the jet we will be refueling from, which is a KC-135, which has the probe. So what I will probably do is tell my wingman to hit the tanker first, grab some gas, then I will refuel, and then we'll continue on mission. Once we rejoin, I'll go ahead and give my wingman the command. There he is. Alright, so I'll go ahead and give him the command to hit the tanker. 2. Go to tanker. There are a few friends of mine from high school, from Hahn, that actually went on to become pilots. Highly envious of them. This was a reality for them, and much respect to them. I know of at least one that flew this aircraft, I believe. Again, very cool accomplishment to be flying this mission in this aircraft, and then seeing it represented here in Digital Combat Simulator. So if you're listening or watching, Cat, much respect to you. I think this is absolutely fantastic that this was your reality, and thank you for your service. He's taking fuel.
Altitude.
Shell 1-1. Shell 1-1. Approaching for refuel. Ready pre-contact.
Clear contact.
Of course, the sun is right to our eyes, so I cannot read the lights. But they're going a little far forward.
Contact. You're taking fuel.
And it,
You're taking fuel.
of course, he's turning. That sound you hear is something locking me up. It's probably that SA-10 over the hill. Kind of distracting.
Transfer complete. Disconnect.
All right. Abort refuel. So yeah, there you have it. To Eagle Dynamics, bravo, well done. For many of us, this has been a childhood dream. It's been an ambition that never came through, but thanks to Eagle Dynamics, we were able to sit in virtually any aircraft, military combat aircraft that's available on the market today. We can sit inside of any of these aircraft and actually catch a glimpse of what it was like for real military aviators. Of course, it's just a glimpse. There's a very big difference between virtual flying and real world aviation and the men and women who actually conducted these missions and did this as a living. Much respect to them. But for many of us, this has just been a childhood dream. It's been an ambition. It's been something that we never saw realized. And so it's a fantastic opportunity for us to kind of chase our youth a little bit and experience something that is just absolutely fantastic. It's a great training tool for real world military aviators around the world, and the military uses it, but it's also, I guess it's equally remarkable that this kind of technology is available to the consumer. So I won't waste too much more of your time. I think this is just a fantastic opportunity for many people to get into aviation and do it safely. Much respect to those who did it in reality. That's it. I hope that everybody had a fantastic Christmas and a safe New Year, and I hope that all of my Hahn Hawks are prospering. Take care and God bless everyone. Well, we'll go ahead and continue on mission.